The best of the Two Live Stews experience.
People want me talk about dating a celebrity. People want me to date Sexy Red. That shit ain't gonna happen.
Well, but real quick,
I would never even throw my darn line in the Sexy Red water.
Listen,
Ooh,
if you're about the business of this show, and you can come up on Sexy Red, that would be huge for us.
Man, you crazy. I wouldn't put your penis in Sexy Red. I cleaned that up the best way I could.
God is good.
You gotta be
and
kidding
Lord, please
me.
forgive us. Lord, please forgive us.
God
is good all the time, and all the
kidding
time
me.
God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you. Nothing but love. Yeah, man. If you got your pee-pee on these streets, man, you need to put it in something that's going to benefit the show. Straight up. Take one for the team.
Nah, that's not going to happen.
Monday's the holiday, but the stews will be here ready to entertain and educate. I believe that's what Arle and Naughty say.
I'll sexy your red.
The best of the Two Live Stews experience.
Hey, people, it's your boy Chubb Rock. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Find us in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Let's be clear. A clean, healthy environment is what you and your family deserve. The truth is, our indoor air can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air, which can dramatically affect respiratory health, especially among children and the elderly. The solution is clear. Clear filters trap and remove dangerous particles from the air, keeping substances like bacteria, viruses, mold, dust, and pollen from accumulating in your home and other indoor spaces. Clear filters offer a diverse selection of filters that meet the highest industry standards. Clear filters catch even the tiniest contaminants, creating a healthier and safer breathing experience in your home and other indoor environments without compromising the integrity of your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems. Visit ProjectClear.org and take advantage of all the benefits a cleaner, healthier, pollution-free environment has to offer. And together, let's clear the air.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
We have our new advertising rate sheet available. The Two Live Stews have a current reach of 50,000 people.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Here's the big thing about it. If we advertise your business, you got to remember, this is pretty much forever. It's in perpetuity because these videos are streamed and you can watch it over and over, and people can watch what we did 6 months ago and they're still going to see your advertisement. Okay?
It's constant.
Constant. All right. So, internet-based or Atlanta-based businesses, just going to shoot you real. I mean, if you're in Arizona and you got a brick and mortar, we probably can't help you a lot, to be honest with you. Now, if you want to advertise the show just to show some love, that's cool. But an Atlanta-based business and internet-based business, check us out. Email us, okay? sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. Here are your sponsorship packages starting at $75. And you're getting a lot of value from $75. In the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group, we got 40,000 people, okay? So you got 4 different levels. Level 1, $75. And really, it's still great because, once again, perpetuity. F with your boys. Okay? So if you're interested, email us. We'll send you this rate sheet, the packages, and advertise your business right here on the Two Live Stews.
Wait, pusher. I'm that weight pusher, that cake cooker. We sign it all so it ain't no overlookers. Tight grip, and it ain't no damn rookies. Smoking kush, and we selling out that damn cookie. And your main squeeze wanna give a player some of that nookie. Straight wood, and she straight took it. It came soft until the player had to cook it. A lot of time for this crime, but nigga.
What's up to all the know-it-alls out there? It's your girl, Arle Michelle, and your boy, Naughty, for the No Show. We are not no-showing. We're here. What's up, Naughty?
Who's that now?
I know that Naughty's about to be a no-show, for real. Not like a know-it show, but no-show.
Nah, you already know I'm right here. Same soup, just reheated.
Same soup, just reheated for what it is, y'all. What y'all doing?
Another episode of the No Show.
Right, I'm gonna bring some more light into the light and let there be light. I just hate it. Dust in my glasses. Somebody need to tell me how not to have this thing. I don't know what to do. I need to move it. I don't know if I put it up here. Is it gonna help? It's just gonna make me like I got bubbles in my bubbles. I need something to just hold it like this. I think maybe I'll just sit like this for the whole hour.
Gonna work out.
Not gonna be able to do it. I don't have them kind of muscles. I did go stretch today, but that's all I got. It's a good stretch.
You did a little exercising today?
The little stretch. I didn't exercise. Let's be clear. I went to yoga and it was what do they call it? Not calm stretch, but anyway, we did some stretching. We was, all around here.
Yoga, that's the same thing.
It is very good. It was good for me. Yeah, until I find a dance class where I can be like,
need a dance class for you. Always dancing anyway.
I know, but I
your own dance class.
I should, huh?
Right.
I need people to pay me to be like, and 5, 6, 7. Get my Debbie Allen on. For those who don't know who Debbie is, look her up.
I think people know who Debbie Allen is.
Love her.
Yeah, she's straight.
I had a show idea that I wanted, like a one-woman show, and I wanted to call it To Debbie with Love. Because she's the reason, like, I'm into the arts like that, because she just was so awesome.
Oh wow. So that's your inspiration.
She's one of them. So many, but I love Debbie.
Yeah, she pretty cool. I mean, then she was she a choreographer?
Yes.
Dance and stuff like that.
Yes, that's where she
Right.
started. And she was on Broadway as Maria in America, West Side Story. And you see that if you ever go on, anybody look her up on YouTube and you will see her dance scene, her dance sequence. I'm fascinated by dance, good dance, not all that.
All that count.
I mean, you know,
all that count.
It's all right, but it's not like
baby.
classic, like lines and I go see every year Alvin Ailey. Every year. My grandmama was like, you don't know the routines by now? I mean, you've been every year. I was like, I've missed some years, let me be honest. But if I could go every year, I would. And they do the same stuff. They only bring out one new dance. But I know Revelations by now. I just love it. Oh, it makes me so happy.
Yeah, I know you do a lot of acting. You ever like did plays and stuff, things of that nature?
I did. That's actually how I knew Ryan before because he and my ex-husband knew each other. But I met him and he played my husband in a play. So that's how we got cool because we had to like pretend like we was married.
That's backstory to all this.
That's how I got here. Ryan Stewart was Kendall. I was Kendall Bryant. Was he Stuart Bryant? I think that was his name in the play. Stuart Bryant.
And what was the name of this play?
Torn. Well, we did 2 plays together. Torn or Stripped. I can't remember which one was which because we had the same characters. It was almost like it was fun though because it was a lot of the same people. We just switched characters for the next play.
Right.
So it made it like I don't remember if he was my husband in Torn or if he was my husband in Stripped. Because in the other one, I don't know if you know Karan Joseph Riley. He also played in the NFL and he is married to Terry Bond, the actress. He has played my husband several times in something, in a TV show, in Probable Cause, the movie I played in, Probable Cause, which is funny. We're talking about something today that deals with probable cause. But yeah, so I always get some fine man in play life, not in real life.
You've been married before though, right?
And he was fine.
Okay, so there you go. You had your shot.
Yeah, just one shot. I shot it. Okay.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
I know. I didn't F that up. Oh, I can cuss. I'm gonna tell you when I'm gonna cuss so you can push the button.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me in advance.
Yeah, I usually wait till we get into a topic of conversation then you just start pushing it for me.
I'm gonna play nice today.
Oh, yeah.
Play nice today.
I can't wait till you put my muscles out. I had my muscles out. Anyway, so what's up? What you been doing?
Just working on equipment, just working on other people's stuff, clients, and just trying to make sure that the show go all right and that type of thing. There's some stuff I saw earlier today. I hit you up about it. I think we're gonna discuss about it in Hot Topics. Matter of fact,
yep.
If you want to, we can go ahead and
let's hit it. I mean, it's not happy hit it, but whichever one you give me first, I'm gonna be ready. You want to go with? Oh, what you talking about? Oh, what you talking about? That's not make you feel like what you talking about? What you talking about? Okay. Anyway, y'all, it's gonna be some words to that soon because y'all don't know, but Arle is a lyricist. Just know she be ready to flow. Where it is, yo?
Right. Well, the one I hit you about was the school shooting today.
Yes, you did.
This was at
Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia, which is about an hour north of Atlanta Central. I actually shot a commercial at the Home Depot up there at the Winder Home Depot. I remember having to go to Winder. It's like, dog, this far. This ain't Atlanta no more. And it is not. Our prayers go out to those families and the teachers, the students, the law enforcement, everybody, because it is probably a parent's or a significant others because your parent is teaching worst nightmare. I was reading some of the stuff and one of the young men was the young students. I think he was a senior at the high school. Text his mama when they still had, because it appears that they couldn't get through. It was students saying they couldn't get through. That nothing was working. But one of them text, "School shooting. I'm scared. Please. I'm not joking." And then the mama said the flurry of messages sent one after the other. And she was like, "I'm leaving work." That's what she replied. "I love you," her son, Ethan Haney, 17 years old, wrote back. "Love you too, baby," his mom texted before racing to the high school. Then, of course, you get to the school. They're not letting you on campus because they don't know what's going on. They don't know if it's several shooters, one, whatever it is. It's not dangerous. It's not safe for other people to be involved. So they took them all to the field. And when I was reading his messages, I was thinking about my own son. And there are no words. And for people who are like, "Y'all trying to take my guns," I'm trying to put them in hands of responsible. And I know you and I on one of the shows talked about you don't even have a gun. It's for fear and it's for all these other things. And I totally understand that, particularly in this situation. I have no words. The fear that probably consumes you as the person on the end of reading that text message is probably something you can't. And then you just can't go back to school no more. You're never going back to the school. You're never going back. I can't.
That's the unfortunate part about it, or the fortunate part about it. That's one of the reasons why a lot of times I question, parents say, they love their kids so much. They always tell you they love their children, but then they send their children to school and it's like a school shooting every day or every other day. This is one of the reasons why I kind of took the stance I took last week about the school system and the education system. Like, this is happening far too often. And then they got a guy in custody, right?
14 years old. 14 years old. That baby just came out of middle school for the most part, and somewhere with a gun. It's killed 4 people, 9 injured. And I didn't get I forgot to look up. I meant to look up the size of Appalachia High School, but in looking at the pictures, it's not a small school. It's a large high school. It's probably the only there's probably a Winder High School and then Appalachia, I would imagine. I'm gonna look that up in the break.
Did they release the identity of the suspect?
He's a youth. They're probably not going to do that until somebody gonna steal the information and get it. But
that means he white.
Well, that was the first thing I thought, because if it was us, 14-year-old Jabari Jenkins killed
all on the screen.
But this was my question. And this is, people say when you have conversations like this, you're diminishing the fact that people's lives were lost and all that. And I want to preface what I'm about to say with that. I am not diminishing what has happened here. Correct. But I just often, when they start counting school shootings, was it at Columbine in 99, which was horrible? I remember it like it was yesterday. It was just a horrific experience. You were 19 at the time. I guess y'all would have been just out of high school when it happened. It was 1999.
Okay, well, so that was wow.
It feels like it was forever. Right. Well, to me, it feels like it was forever ago, and it has been some time because so many have happened. But what I always wonder, do they ever count? Like, so I used to work in the hood when I was a high school counselor, and they ain't count them shootings. I had kids coming to school every day telling my son they were shooting this morning in projects, and I guess it was because of the projects of the right. Kids were bringing guns to school.
Right. It's a shooting every day or every other day in the projects as well.
Every other. And they said the statistics are, and I think you had read this as well, it is 300 today, as of September the 4th, there have been 385 mass shootings, which gives us 1.5 shootings per day. And according to this gun violence archive, they define mass shootings as those in which 4 or more victims are shot. 385 incidences as of September 4th, where 4 or more people have been shot. Not just school. Right. It's been just mass shootings. They coming in your churches. They at Batman movies. It's at clubs. It's, grocery stores, churches.
That's a lot of them. And the thing I guess it ain't mind-boggling, but I think people should think about is when you have certain things happen, like you had 9/11 happen, and then you saw how the Muslims and foreigners were treated at the airports. You have different things happening, and then they kind of stereotype people. But with these school shootings happening, they don't do this. It's not the same way. They don't take guns from Caucasian males.
That's typically what it was. Uvalde wasn't that, and there's been some, but typically 99% of it is white males, young white
Right.
men. What I'm trying to figure out, and this is also gonna probably piss somebody off, or they're gonna be in agreement with me. Either way, what the hell? What the bloopity boop 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 are white men, young ones, so mad about that you got to go in your school and shoot up people? Just people. It don't matter. They've had it in universities, elementary school. Like, what did the little 5-year-old in the kindergarten do that require you to go in there and shoot them?
I think
They ain't
that's
even been here long enough.
I think that's part of privilege. You know, when everything don't go your way, then somebody got to die. It's unfortunate. And my other thing is, they always seem to take them in custody.
Oh, always.
You can have a young black boy with a bag of Skittles and
he ain't
no
gonna
gun and a hoodie on, and he gets shot.
Yep. It just goes to show that our system is
your mothers out there can just have a pot of water and get shot in the face. And here go people with guns and assault rifles, and they go up they start shooting kids.
And they take them
to somehow they get taken into custody. I just think that's something that people need to think about.
And it like the one who shot up those nice people, because we are always so kind. Black folks always turn the other cheek. The one who shot up the 9 people in Charleston in that church.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the Burger King. He was hungry. I was like, I hope I've read that. I have never gone to research to make sure. But even if they didn't, after he did that, he just went to jail.
Right.
He might get out on like, oops, I wasn't feeling good that day. It boggles the mind. And what killed, so one of my son's former teacher, the principal, was like from Miami, from the hood, went to Georgia Tech, then went to Harvard to get his PhD in education. A phenomenal gentleman. And they wanted to hire him at Harvard to come up there and research. How is it that little black kids or black people in general can take so much crap from the world and we still keep like, oh, we good. We're going to keep on pushing. Nope, we can make it to the top. And if you have that same, Caucasian child, same age, they ready to, I'm depressed. I want to die, or I want to kill everybody around me. He was like, what is it? And we've learned, what they've kind of learned is that we are genetically predisposed to this stuff. Starts to get in your DNA. Because it's not, they want to buy it, they want to bottle it. You can't bottle fight. You just can't bottle it. You can't make nobody have to make it. You know what I mean? So
I think we're programmed to suffer through it and keep pushing, and they're not programmed that way.
Because everybody always gave them everything. Give Johnny that house. Give it to him. They be killing their own mamas about some stuff over some money and all that. We not worrying of it. You right, Creole Indian Eagle, and I think Creole Indian Eagle is my cousin. We are built different. Well, sent me a message on the other day, and this is I be off on a tangent when I see something. Y'all can't be showing me no stuff. Colt Gray. Oh Lord, they identified him.
Yeah, I don't.
Little Colt Gray.
I don't know no black person named Colt, but
But it's possible. We be getting creative with these names, wind and air and all that mess. But, Colt. So oh God, he probably gonna get. I mean, they gonna have to charge him as an adult. But okay, let me go back to Creole Indian. So sent me a message, was like they did their DNA and found that their family, they had a Bacchus, which is my mother's maiden name, Bachus, and we have a Bacc and a Bacu. It's spelled different ways, but they're all the same family. Same god of wine and merrymaking, which is what the name means. And it's a god, Bacchus or Bacchus. In the country, it's Bacchus. In the rich people, it's Bacchus. And they got an uncle. He said, Uncle Bud. I meant to screenshot that so I could call my cousin who does our historian stuff and see, we might be related. To my cousin. Hi, cuz.
Man, family get reunited on the No Show.
Hey, get reunited. And it feels so good.
There go a message from Loose Neck. I always got to bring Loose Neck in.
Oh, always. That's my, because you see the picture.
Right. Loose Neck is fascinated with you.
I don't think he's fascinated with me. I think because we both went to school in Louisiana. Ooh, shout out to Xavier. Shout out to Louisiana. He went to Southern in Baton Rouge. I went to Xavier in New Orleans. And then And then I'm something to be fascinated with. How about that?
Okay. I mean, I ain't hating on it. They just had an 80-year-old gentleman murdered along with his 39-year-old daughter by a 10-year-old grandson in Louisiana because they grounded him for charging video games to his account. Crazy stuff. That just don't make no sense.
That's my question of why this. I used to wonder, like when kids would be, what you so mad about? You got a roof over your head that you're not having to go work for at all. And I mean, some kids are having to work, but the 10-year-olds, I'm sure they're not working because it's illegal. I don't know what you're making them do, so I ain't gonna talk about it. But you're not working, you're not having to think too much. Now, kids in our neighborhoods, perhaps it's a lot different sometimes because they're having to like get up and see about their younger siblings or ride 4 buses to get to school or to get to the grandmama house and the mama. Like it's so many circumstances for some of these children in our communities that you mad about what they made you charge some stuff I told you not to, and so now we dead.
Right. That don't make no sense.
You didn't get them. This is my thing. You didn't get them enough whoopings early on.
I can say, don't let me have a charge of stuff to my mama account. She ain't know how to.
Damn.
I might be the one that end up dead.
Hello. It was gonna be 2 things. My mama's soft. She's sweetheart. She wasn't gonna. Now you know, but she go in her high register. Now you know better. Don't do that anymore. That wasn't a good thing. You understand? Okay. My daddy, he coming with the strap. It's about to be some furniture moving, as my pastor say all the time. About to be some furniture moving up in here. My daddy did not play. Do something he told you not to do. I know he told you not to charge. You ain't got no credit card. How you charging stuff?
Exactly.
A whooping company.
Condolences again to the families that lost children in this shooting and the injured. It's a lot of trauma, I'm sure. So, we just gotta pray, for healing for the not only that community, but all the people that were involved directly or indirectly.
Yep. For every mama who's somewhere just worried about having to send their child anywhere, just out your house, period. Oh, Jesus. Mamas and daddies. I know daddy's worried too.
It's tough out there. Speaking of tough, this one is a tough one right here.
Oh, Judge Madness. I'm so sad when I heard, because I didn't watch their reality show like every day, but I watched, you tune in here and there, see little tidbits from it. And he and his wife of 39 years divorcing.
Wow.
I didn't have enough. Right now it's not, and probably because he's in the law field and didn't give no whole bunch of information. Somebody else might have some stuff that I don't have, but I just was like, dog, they were on the show. They looked or seemed happy. She's been a part of his business ventures. And
where they filmed this show at?
California, I think.
And they start hanging with Jordan and Samuel and
but
Magic,
they still married.
Hanging with Magic and all these folk, and then sometimes you can't just have your wife around certain people, man. Sometimes your wife just gotta be at the house, man. You want this thing to last, you just gotta keep it in the house.
What?
And when you go out with her, when she go out with you, she gotta be on your hip, man. She gotta have permission to speak to these folk. I mean, it's unfortunate.
Is this the fight we about to have today, Jesus?
I'm just saying, these folk were married for 39 years, good, until they went to Hollywood, started mingling with certain folks, and then the whole thing and burnt down to the ground.
Nobody said, hold on to my belt loop. We is in prison.
Right. You gotta do whatever. I'm all about love. I hate to see Mathis and Miss Mathis,
departing.
Right. Okay, now what's she gonna do?
She got to have.
See,
he just got a new show. He got a new legal show out there. She about to get half, unless they had a prenup, and she been there long enough to get her half.
Hold on. Why does she get to get half? If he ain't cheat on her, why she get half for what?
Because the law say, especially in California,
see,
you getting half.
Well, see,
10 years in Georgia, you get half. You just got to stay together for 10 years.
I hate to bring it up.
I'm allowed.
But part of Project 2025 said you break up for no reason, you ain't getting half.
Well, they going back to it. And
I agree with that.
No.
You don't get half.
You've been in the house. They have 4 kids. So what if she stayed at home? She didn't work because he insisted she stay at home.
Hold on. You need to stay together. You leaving because of what? I'm saying, why are you leaving? Just because you just can't stand him no more? That's not a good reason.
My damn nerves.
Family. No, it's supposed to be.
What if she won't give him none? What you supposed to do if you're not getting none no more?
Who ain't getting none? Her or him?
She not giving him none. He just like, I don't want to cheat on her, so we're gonna get a divorce.
Nah, she obligated.
You ain't no obligated.
Yeah, you married. You obligated to your husband is obligated to certain things. I don't know what he for. Who I don't know what he for.
You can't just take it from anybody. That's taking it. She's like, I don't feel like it. No, you gonna give me this good tonight.
You married. You supposed to, anytime your husband want it, he supposed to be able to get it. Anytime your wife want it, she supposed to be able to get it. Okay, if you can't do it no more, then you need to allow that man to have something on the side, and you just be cool with it.
I don't even have no words right now because part of me believes, but I just don't feel
sense.
like I'm supposed to say that out loud. Like I do agree, you're supposed to be giving it up.
Yes,
but men are built different. That's why when you see a gay men couple, they be doing it all the time. Because men are aggressive. Let me just say this: men like it all the time.
I would agree. And I mean, women like it all the time.
No, we don't.
I'd have been in relationships where the woman wanted all the time. I'm like, hold on, man, I need a break. Like, let me get a day or so. Right. Just hold on for a second. Like,
let me replenish.
I don't want to go back to back like that. I just want to
hump like dogs.
Give you that 1 hour and then I'm straight for the rest of the evening.
But then the next day you back.
If I so choose, but sometimes if I go 2-3 days in a row, then I want to break. I want to.
But who won't go 2-3 days in a row every two? Like, can you do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday?
It's at my discretion.
Oh my God, your wife about to be in trouble.
No, that's a positive thing.
That's not a real.
You got women out there who want it all the time.
That's not realistic, Natty.
That is realistic. I know it's realistic.
What about them? The children got to eat. The kids, the house got to get clean. We can't just be humping all the time. We can't be rabbit dancing all the time.
All day. You take an hour out your day. You sending the kids to school for what? 7-8 hours?
I went to work while they at school. You go to work. We don't nobody work. How we paying for this house we living in and we got the rabbit dance all the time?
Your number one priority is to your man and vice versa.
Does that say that in a word? I need to read that somewhere.
I mean, you keep going to church every Sunday. You should have read this by now.
I don't think they say it like that though, Nadia. I don't think that's in there.
Yeah, it's in there. I done read it. I done researched it.
I got the rabbit dance every day.
You got to rabbit dance whenever it's called upon you to rabbit dance. That's just
like prison. And when we go out, I got to hold your belt. I can't go off and be cute. No, you got to stand right here.
I can't have you out there just mingling with everybody because that's gonna distort your mind. Now
I can't control you if you get out there talking to people.
She got to be in her 60s.
That is abuse.
Dr. Mathis' wife got to be in her 60s. Judge Mathis.
Yeah.
Okay, what is she finna do? So she finna
get her in his 60s. She prime property right now, ain't it?
No, she ain't prime.
Throw the picture back up there. Throw the picture back up there. Let me see what she look like.
She ain't prime property. I'm telling you.
She is.
No, she ain't prime property.
Yes, she is.
Don't get me wrong. She look good, but now she's allocated herself to being some run through. That's what she turned herself to.
God. She's some.
And then she's some old run through.
She ain't run through. She been with the same man. How's that run through?
Run through now? What? So somebody finna marry her now?
Probably.
Come on,
some old man who done widowed and he really likes a nice lady and they gonna get married.
No, you can't do something like what she did and then you stick with her like that. No.
So a friend of mine whose husband also played in the NFL, they got divorced fairly early, and I remember her saying it was so odd to her that so many NFL players, who of course knew her husband because he was very well known in the league, was coming for her, and she was like, this is weird. And one of them was honest enough and told, like, you've already been basically certified because we know you can handle this world, we know you know how this works, like, so and she was just like, oh, this is weird. I do not want to date my ex-husband's technically co-workers because that's right. How you, but that would explain why so many women in the industry end up with the same kind of people, just kind of being some, as you say, run through. But Miss Mathis is not about to be run through. Dating somebody else after you've been divorced is not run through.
I'm saying shit. Ain't nothing wrong being some run through. You make that sound like it's a negative thing. It's okay to be some run through. It's okay to be some run through. She ain't probably gonna get married no more. She gonna have fun. She gonna do whatever it is she gonna do in life.
This bitch.
Just sleep with a couple guys and
She might not sleep with nobody. That might be the issue. She don't want to do it.
Well, that could be the case too. But then if that's the case, she might well stuck with her husband and let him get something else on the side. Keep the family together.
The family, them chilling 40. They good.
Yeah, hey, divorce affects children of all ages.
Oh, okay then. Well, while you are correct, okay. I don't even know what to say. Just go to need to break. Just get a break.
I'm just saying we need to keep the black love together, right? You always talk about
we're not in love. Black excellence.
Why they not in? They together. They were black excellence.
They were black excellence.
Right.
So they still are black excellence, just not in the same place.
Together. I don't understand.
Natty, oh, your poor wife. She about to be attached to you at the hip.
No.
Make some of these new sound effects, Natty.
These new women ain't going for that.
They might.
So I'm probably just gonna be by myself.
You need to get with Judge Mathis' wife. Right. She's gonna be ready for whatever.
Just gonna be doing some running through. That's all.
Slide and do the pee pop.
I'm just gonna be doing too much, like what you finna talk about when we get back.
Yes, doing too much with Arle Michelle when we come back from break, because now they gonna have you on lockdown and in a prison. Oh my God!
You know, a lot of back in the day, a lot of queens, they were prisoners for their husband. They were locked up.
The queen,
right? Yeah, the queen.
I've been watching Game of Thrones. Not Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. She wasn't locked up in there. She probably need to be though.
That's TV.
We're gonna come back and talk about that.
But we'll talk about it right here on the No Show. Stay tuned.
Hey, people, it's your boy Chub Rock. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Finest in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Too much. Mama, you doing too much.
What's up, know-it-alls? It's your girl, Arle Michelle. And I do want to say this. Maybe we'll come back to it, but Judge Mathis does not want the divorce. He is trying to win Linda back, and we are going to be rooting for them because they're still in the same house. She filed for divorce. I don't quite know, but he was very candid in the airport in LAX, and maybe he'll win her back.
I hope he do win her back. The man always want to keep his family together. I don't know what's going on with these. Look, he didn't ask.
Something happened. But they only reported irreconcilable differences. So, yeah, okay. We'll keep you in the know on that one because that is a story that just is like developing. Now, this is my issue. I want to say what's doing too much. I was in the airport the other day on my way to Houston, Texas, and I see this big old dog about to get on the plane, like it's a service dog or something. And the dog, where he gonna sit? He don't have his own seat. They're gonna lay him across people's feet. They're gonna lay him in some laps. He is with one person. This is your space, right? You know how they fuss at you about your bag needs to be, ma'am, your bag's not under the seat yet. There you go. Okay, chair up. All right. Come on, thank you. Right. How does dog get to lay all the way across everybody? So I think the people with these emotional support dogs, because I understand a service dog. Those dogs are Americans with Disability Act required for people that might not be able to see. They're helping me get someplace. I might be able to pick up something. They're helping me pick up something. Like they are for people with disabilities.
Oh, yeah.
Your emotional support, because you just need to hold it or feel it, you might need to stay at the house. So this place listed who is allowed, which animals are allowed. Therapy dogs, emotional support dogs, but these dogs that are ADA covered, need to be able to tolerate a wide variety of experiences because there's a bunch of people around. They need to be able to stay focused. They got to live typically with the disabled person, even in places where pets may not be allowed. They are specifically trained. Your emotional support dog, he just fluffy and cute. Or he might be a big old dog and you just want to rub a big old dog. I don't know. But I am over going to restaurants where you see all this cat hair or dog hair flying in the air because they have space for them and they've let them in the restaurant.
Is it safe to say, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, I might be out of bounds here.
You probably
Is it safe to say that the most people with these emotional support dogs are women and gay men?
I haven't looked at the stats, so I don't know.
Okay. Because I know some people, you know, I've met people with emotional support dogs, and they always used to be typically white women or
Fluffy needs get
or gay men.
I was coming through the airport. I saw two people that had their little backpacks on, and you couldn't tell it until you kind of like looked. The man, it was a husband and wife. They both had cats in their little like a backpack looking with sides so the cat could breathe or whatever. They're boarding the airplane with it. So are they sitting like we taking stuff too far? Is that in Project 2025 where we can't take this far? Because this is now they turning into your child. They wearing outfits, they got on shoes.
Oh yeah.
Too much. Dogs in my day were outside.
This
fed them from scraps off the table.
And I'm an animal lover, but these people, they actually call their pets their children.
Yes.
I don't get it. They treat them better than humans.
They let somebody, like they were talking about an officer on the news the other day that had to shoot a dog that was coming after him. You know, them people want to get him. Had he shot a child, they wouldn't have probably said much at all. Like, the child was acting up. The dog trying to bite me. He's trying to eat me.
Right. I saw a video where a pack of dogs, and these was a huge, vicious dog, was attacking somebody. They was attacking everybody on their path, but they was attacking somebody, and the police came, and instead of the police shooting a dog, he watching the man get bit to death. And he didn't want to shoot the dog. Eventually, he shot the dog. And the people were like, oh, why didn't you shoot the dog? You could have just, no, the dogs was sitting there eating the man.
Right. If it's two people fighting, you're going to shoot or tase one of them. You better start tasing some dogs. And this is the other thing I get so upset about these people. I have friends who love their dogs. Oh, my God. My best friend, she has 4 mini pinchers at her house. And they are like, mini pinchers have the most aggressive, little bitty, but they so aggressive all the time, just on you. You're like, oh my God. And one of my friends like, I'm not gonna ever be able to go back to her house because I'm scared of dogs. I'm not scared of them. I just don't have them. I don't have the same affinity for them like that. But and she will make them stand down, like, get down, stop doing that. But there are places where you go where they will tell your child, there'll be signs up that say children need it. Like if my child was sniffing your butt or licking you or something, you'd make them stop. You don't think they don't like you. I don't want to be licked. I don't want that.
Right.
That. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was just like these, and then the people get offended at you for that. That's so crazy to me. How you offended that I don't want your dog to lick me, period. I wouldn't let my child lick you, and since you called him a child,
it's a crime. It goes back into emotional support dog translates to need something that can't tell me to shut the F up.
That's factual. That is probably what it is. That is probably what it is. So that was my doing too much. I was just over it. I saw so many animals in the airport. I was like, are we at like some kind of animal? Are they going to like a conference for people with animals? It was so much. And no, the dog cannot sit. Why can't my dog sit? No, the dog cannot sit here. What if the dog decide he don't like black people or don't like women or don't like the cologne I got on and then bites me? Now I got to sue you. You mad? Well, you must have looked at him.
But I do question, like, do you have to buy a ticket for this dog to get on the plane? I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I'm thinking that you're gonna have to buy a ticket to get this dog on the.
You don't have to buy a ticket for the thing that's sitting in your lap. You know, if like your child sits in your lap, unless they're after a certain age. So I wonder about a dog. I'm gonna look that up when we take a break because I'm curious. It's probably some kind of fee because most of the time they'll make them ride in. There's a cargo hold that they ride in. But people, this is my child. I wouldn't put my child in. You put your child down there. First of all, my child is walking and talking and can clean themselves. What the hell are you talking about?
Right. So, I don't get it. But
It is baffling. And places are now going to have to be more strict because what if I'm allergic to dogs? I can understand if I'm allergic to outside and I choose not to go sit outside or something, but I can't choose not to be around your dog if I have an allergic reaction to them or your cat or your animal, and you're bringing them to all these places and insisting that I participate in their presence.
Right.
No.
I don't understand it.
So all y'all with y'all emotional support dogs, stop it.
Well, I mean, they need emotional support. We dealing with a new age of human today. People are
You see me roll my eyes?
You got a lot of new laws that are progressive that protects people's emotions. So, maybe they need what they need.
Okay, then. Well, they need to have it in their own house. Be emotionally supported in your house with your dog or your cat or your rabbit or whatever it is. You don't need to come in here with us at the airport or in my restaurant while I'm trying to eat my food.
Hey, I think this is a good time to, remind people that this is the No Show with Arle and Nadi. Also, coming up after the next segment, we're gonna try something new today. We're gonna try to take calls.
I'm trying to text y'all back. Yes, we're gonna try to. Who wanna call? Who gonna call us? Who we gonna call? Ghostbusters!
Yeah, so stay tuned. We're gonna see how this work out.
Yo, this is gonna be fun.
On the No Show. Next up, we got a Negro Need to Know. So y'all stay tuned for that.
You see that right there, bruh's old.
That's right.
Every Q in America should be drinking Southern Edge. Steve Scott, Beta Mu 92, myself, Zai Spring 90, and you, Delta Kappa 92. Every bro in America should scan this QR code and check out Southern Edge.
I wish I could taste the moment. Been around the world, hey, but there's nothing like that Southern Edge, girl. No, I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern Edge, girl. Yeah. Oh, can I pour me a one? Better yet, make it soon. They say the night is young, but this cup like the fountain in you. Shining. Tell me what your sign is. Tell me what you drink, little lady. I could buy by the bottle, I promise. Yeah, because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could taste a moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet.
Yep. We're back with the No Show. We got some stuff to talk about as far as continuing on with a Negro Need to Know. I think we already covered the first two amendments.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and get through two of them today because the third amendment is pretty simple. And this is something that probably has never happened in our lifetime. No soldier in the time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in the time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law.
That mean I can come take your stuff because the law say it.
Well, that means that the soldiers can't just come stay in your house, and if it's the time of war, they still can't stay at your house unless the government say, "Hey, they need housing."
I didn't look that one up because I probably had some con law stuff on that one. I need to. I'm not gonna have no good because I remember thinking like, there's always a way the government can get over. I just can't think of what.
I mean, of course, because they change the rules whenever they see fit.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you safe in your home. You don't have to worry about soldiers having to, because back in the day, they'll just come post up in your house, man, sleep with your wife and everything.
Right, steal your stuff, especially if you were the enemy.
Right.
They had made you their whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, in these times, we don't really deal with too much of that. Ain't too many countries coming to invade America and that type of thing. We do all the action. We take it to their house.
Yeah, but which is okay with me because I don't I'm gonna be like a girl and Gone with the Wind. I don't know, I would just be. I'm really not that. I am very like, whatever it is gonna probably come get me because I got to think and process it, and this already took me down. So
Right.
yeah. But yeah.
And then you got the Fourth Amendment. Now, this one is a little bit. This is one that's very important that we need to know. The right of people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Now, that one is a little bit
it's a lot.
It could be dicey. I mean, pretty much
can be. It is dicey.
Right. It is dicey, especially I'm gonna put it back up one time, especially when it says supported by oath or affirmation. Now that's one of them things that kind of got me. I get like they can't just come in your house and come in your car and just do a search. It's illegal to do just come in there and search without a warrant.
But let me tell you, I have a whole. I went back to my law school class, criminal law, went and pulled my notes because I remember I had a phenomenal African-American female criminal law attorney that taught the class. And when I tell you there is so much ambiguity, there's so much like but, there's so many buts, there's so many commas, there's so many language. It's always the reasonable something, reasonable. And what's reasonable to me might not be reasonable to you, but we're going with some reasonable person standard. So I pulled my old like notes and stuff, and you would not believe what warrantless searches. We had a mnemonic that I had forgotten all about to remind you of the things that you do not require a warrant for. And one of them is a vehicle. It's in the list.
That's interesting.
It is because they're not supposed to be able to. But if probable cause that contraband or a crime is in the vehicle, no warrant is needed to search the vehicle. Can even open containers and compartments if they think that there's something happening in there. Like because there's a law that if you smell something, that's not like your right to be searched. It's like out in the air. If I can see it without use of unaided by technology, if it's something like that, then I now have a reason to think that I have now probable cause, which is defined in a certain way to come in. I can make y'all, if I put vehicle stop, I can make everybody get out the car if I'm the police and stand outside. Like it's real dicey. So some of your rules, they are not fair because again, they use that term reasonable. And what do we all deem reasonable in one neighborhood might not be in another?
Well, unfortunately, we have these rights, but sometimes you don't get an opportunity to sue for these rights because you're dead. You
actual
tell them hey, I know my rights. I ain't allowing you to do this, or I ain't allowing you to do that, and now it's a fight, or they pull a gun out on you. Now you got to have Ben Crump
come and talk to your
family,
others.
Right, Ben Crump gonna get your family some,
but you ain't here.
Yeah, it don't make no sense at all.
When I went to look back, I remember sitting in class because I'm the person that asks all the questions. Wait a minute, I thought you said they couldn't do that. She said, well, on the other side of that is so they have a mnemonic to remind you of warrantless searches. It's called Terry's Bad Vice, meaning a Terry stop, which I'm sure y'all know is when you can frisk. They used to have those Terry stops, and especially in New York and other places where they would, if they, I feel a bump right there. What's that? Once they feel, it means a reasonable belief that someone is armed and dangerous, limited to patting you down on the outer clothing, unless you feel something. And if I feel it, now I can go inside your pocket. B stand for bad is borders. No warrant for those places. Arrest, and that has a list of things. A drug test, particularly for high school athletes, airline pilots, railroad engineers. Your vehicle, inventory or impound. So if your car gets inventoried or impound, we can check it. Consent. If me and you live in the same house now, and I say, you can't go in my house, and you say they can, guess what? Well, you said they could if they go look in the common areas. They cannot go in any place that specifically belongs to me. But if there's one person's like, no, you can't do it, then that will support that you cannot go in there in exigent circumstances, which, oh, child, that's when it's no warrant. You can all off, like, just say they think I'm in here having a heart attack and they come in here to give me aid. Anything they see on their way in my house to give aid, or if they're chasing some people through a house, or if they think you're going to flush the stuff down the toilet, anything they see, any contraband, any people, because what they're going to say, they can look anywhere where people might be because they're like in hot pursuit or they're coming to give you aid or whatever.
Right.
And they can lie and say, well, we were just doing a protective sweep because we don't know if there are other people in here that are carrying anything that could harm me. And they can seize anything in plain view.
Oh, wow.
So that's why you hide your ish.
Opinionated reality. Those YouTube auditors are draining city budgets, suing police departments who violate their rights. I've seen a lot of these videos on social media platforms, specifically YouTube, where the police are just violating people's rights, and these people kind of know their rights, and they standing up to them. Now, some of the time they still go to jail, but then they give you the outer story that this person end up suing the police department for X amount of dollars and winning. And winning, yeah, because that's my whole point. Like, they'll violate your rights. You'll know your rights. You'll still end up getting shot, getting locked up, getting beat. But you have to be able to survive all of that in order for you to, and then you got to get a lawyer and put a case together in order for you to get some get back at them. But yeah, these folks, process. And then another thing with the cops, which I don't understand, taxpaying citizens, we pay you to have that little camera on at all times.
You don't have it on.
Why is it off? It should never be off.
It should never be
if
off.
Your camera get cut off, you should be fired or at least suspended. That should be some reprimand for having that camera off. Yep. I just don't understand that.
It is when we used to sit in class and talk about this, because I was in that class, surprisingly, there's a lot of police officers who end up wanting to go to law school. And so they were in there speaking from their perspective, and she was speaking from the legal perspective. And there were always so many questions because the way it's written, it's unlawful searches and seizures. Like, you can't just, you do have a reasonable expectation. That's the term. They keep using that term, reasonable expectation of privacy in places, things, and for yourself. Places meaning you can't just enter any place I own, that I'm renting, or that I've stayed overnight and just roll up in there. But then they always have a but. It's a thing called curtilage. It has to, that's the only thing that's protected. But if you just happen to be standing over there at my neighbor's yard and you can see in my backyard that I'm over here, murdering a dude or something, then that's, you can now search and seize at my house because you didn't use any kind of like amplified devices or infrared scopes or any of that kind of stuff. Not scopes, but those infrared beams where they try to see if they can feel the heat of like whatever the drugs and stuff are, or heat lamps. Then in your things, they can't rummage through your stuff. They can't touch you. But once you take your trash outside to that yard for the people to pick up, they can go through, they can find whatever they want in that. And that's, you don't have any right to privacy at that point. And again, anything they can see in plain view. And then on yourself, you can't search inside, like body cavity searches and all that stuff. But if you have probable cause to think that there's something going on, that's what they use. That probable cause is reasonable, and then probable cause are the two things that get you in the door all the time.
Right, correct. I'm sitting here laughing at
who? What's somebody to say?
Chief Rocker be he always I don't know.
He doesn't. He don't even smoke. His body is his temple.
Right,
he don't even drink no Southern Edge with us.
No, I wish I could though.
We're gonna give some away too. I forgot that part.
Right. It looks delicious.
It is very tasty. Yum yum yum.
Yeah. Their film says he's learning something. I'm glad. That's the whole point of this segment.
Edutain.
I mean, some people probably know all this stuff, and that's great for you. But if you don't, we like to share information.
Let me tell y'all this: you do not have. Everybody remember this. You do not have. They don't have to have a warrant. Terry's bad vice, borders, arrest, but they can't arrest you and then search you after they moved you. They got to do all that stuff while you in that position. So know that if they get you down, say, oh, now we're gonna check your pockets. No. You done moved me, so now you could have put anything in my pocket. We're not doing that. You got to check me right on the spot at my arrest. Drug testing, your vehicle, inventory impound. You gave me consent to come and search and seize, and exigent circumstances, I mean them things outside, like you done ran through my house and then you just happen to see, me standing there with somebody up against the wall with a knife to their throat. You can come back and say something about that. But other than that, if you wasn't in my house, you cannot. So Terry's bad vice. Right.
But hey.
And it's iffy. I'm gonna tell y'all this. That probable cause, and I have a movie called Probable Cause. Shameless plug. I played a detective.
When did it come out?
Oh, they came out all these movies are things I did before that now are like resurfacing.
Yeah, we need to check it out. I mean,
Arle the Detective Maisha Sturdivant.
Look at you. You playing all kind of roles.
That's because I am well-rounded. But let me just tell everybody this about this Fourth Amendment. What you don't want to get is caught up in their system. Well, I don't care, because they will find a way to make any of these things. You have the right to this. However, they're gonna argue a good argument, because that's what it's likely that you missed something or you didn't know something. So yeah, that whole Terry stop, that's how they got a lot of brothers locked up in New York back in the day, in the 80s and 90s. It was bad because they just see you got on a big coat, they wear them overcoats, and they're like, oh, we feel you got something. Then when they pat you down, they feel whatever, weed, some kind of something, a gun, a knife with protection. It could have been brass knuckles. Now we got reason to search all your stuff. Now we find all your goods.
Right.
So.
All I need a 1-800 hotline with legal advice. I think, didn't you get out that business, didn't you?
I did, but a friend of mine, I was going to do our legal lease, and I wanted to do this show called Our Legal Lease, because it's my interpretation of whatever the legal thing was, but I just didn't get it together. I made a cute logo and everything.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. I want to save my brothers from being a part of the system. My sisters too, because sisters, we acting just as cuckoo as brothers now, so we all need a little.
Well, sometimes it ain't us acting cuckoo. Sometimes we just being us, and then these folks just violating our personal space.
Yeah, sometimes
violating our rights. I mean, sometimes we be cuckoo, but I'm just saying, sometimes we just be.
You're right though. They didn't make the law for us, so that's why we don't need to get in that system, because the law is made for rich white men. We are not they. So all the stuff that they having to rewrite and redo and legislate, they doing it to try to control us. We gonna always have one of these things, but you don't have a reasonable expectation for anybody to enter. I'm coming in your house. I told y'all the story about how they were about to get one of my line sisters. One day she was just at her apartment. They had the wrong apartment, and they really were about to beat her door down. And when they figured out it was the wrong person, they weren't kind or human enough to be like, oh, our bad. They still want to run with the story. No, Ninja, you at the wrong house.
Right.
And you about to kill somebody. We about to have one of them episodes, and you about to kill somebody all because you made a mistake.
I was in jail with a dude one time, right?
Oh,
yeah. Now he
got me ready when Naughty say that.
Yeah, and he was saying that he was like, I shouldn't be here. It ain't me. They got the wrong guy. And everybody in jail like, oh man, everybody in the court they ain't got the wrong guy. But he kept saying they got the wrong guy. He said, my real name or my nickname is the guy they looking for a real name. It ain't me.
Oh wow.
Right. So he went to court, and sure enough, it wasn't him. And the judge was like, let him go immediately.
Before he sued the kapuka out of
you. Oh, yeah. I hope he did sue them folks, because he was in there for about 3 days.
But let me tell you, it's a certain amount of days that you got to even be in there when they make the mistake. That's the crazy part, because they know they do that to us so much. We lose our jobs. We lose, ability to make money to pay our rent. So now we lost our house. And then they're like, oh, our bad. You right. It wasn't you. Go home.
Right.
But now I'm going home too. I don't have no house. These folks, I mean, that's why I try my best. If I'm mad at somebody, I come to my house and be mad in this house, because I don't want to get to fighting in them streets. They arrest me. Now I got to go to jail, Lord. I can't be nobody's girlfriend in that jail. I just can't. I can't be holding on no belt buckles. I can't do it. So I got to act right.
Right. You're going to have to hold on to that belt buckle. It's going to be very important.
Can y'all see Polar Arle? Oh, Lord, spare me.
I saw you already with the jumpsuit on.
I couldn't do it.
You look like a natural.
You saw that? No. You saw me crying. That's why I look natural, because that's how I would feel if I was in the jail. Just like that. Get me out of here. But you can't cry, because then they're gonna try you. Now I gotta be all hard. I don't even have big shoulders. How am I be hard?
It ain't gonna be hard. You gotta be soft. That's just how I go. When we get back on No Show, we're gonna read a little chat. We're gonna take a couple calls and see how this go. So,
oh God.
So y'all stay tuned.
I'm still thinking about hold on the buckle, Lord. Oh. I don't know what happened. Hey, y'all saw me chewing. I'm eating some. I love this. This is one of my favorite snacks. Everybody, I know they're not sponsoring us.
Them folks ain't getting that now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just was about to say they're not giving us. Okay, let me show. Can I show it?
Yeah,
I love
a lot of folk make those things right there.
Yes, so I love these little snacks. I went to work out and I haven't had a chance to eat because I've been running. So yeah, I just almost got a whooping. We're gonna block that out of the show. But I love snacks. I ate a plum too.
Oh yeah, you gotta eat some food.
I know I'm about to eat as soon as we start talking to all these wonderful know-it-alls. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming and seeing us. We appreciate your presence. We are a part of the Two Live Stews Stew Crew with our own thing.
Right, let's get some of this chat. Here we go.
I just read Loose Neck's damn. I'm gonna get him. I swear to God, I'm gonna get him.
Yo, you gotta put that in there. You gotta show what he's saying.
It won't let me touch it.
No, hold on. Let's read this one first. They can lock you up for any reason based on the slimmest evidence, and unless you have a good lawyer to demand habeas corpus, you sit and rot in jail until you cop a plea. Unfortunately, that's the way a lot of our young brothers get railroaded. Yep. Because I done seen so many young guys go to jail innocent, but they'll plead guilty just so they can get out, and they'll take the probation or whatever it is they offering just so they can go home instead of send out, because you might have to sit in there for a couple months in order for you to, be found innocent and get off because you didn't do nothing. But in order to go home because you're tired of being in jail and that type of thing, you go ahead and take a deal when you're innocent. And I always tell, don't never say you're guilty if you're not guilty. It's best to just sit it out because being on them papers, that's just like being locked up. Except you just out on the street. But it's like the slimmest thing, the smallest thing you do, the smallest infraction,
You bet.
you're gonna get more time, so
that's why my godbrother did his 10 years. He was like, I don't want to be out here because I do anything. Y'all see me with some weed, y'all see me him a girl up, whatever it is, I'm going back. So I might as well just go and take it. I was like, ooh, that's a bit, man. He rest in heaven, but he didn't die in prison or nothing, but he had to go. We called it vacation.
Right.
He was on vacation.
Yeah, that's what they call it. What Lou got? What Lou Neck got?
I thought I started. Let me see if I started. Let me hold on.
See it.
Loose Neck said, Arle gonna be braiding hair and doing eyewear tutorials in jail. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be 1 hour. I was reading back through the chat some time ago. That junk was so funny. Somebody was like, Arle got a Fred Sanford drawer glasses. Was that you, Now that he said, or somebody else that said I'll be shaking the drawer, just finding whatever works? These, ladies and gentlemen, again, my red ones have 2 sides. And look at the little tips. I showed y'all the tips. Isn't that cute? Just a tip. Oh man, I done broke the tip off.
Yeah. I mean, that's the life of a pair of Arle specs. I mean, if you went to jail with a fixed pair of glasses, let's just say you had a pair of glasses that were in decent condition.
I'm so sad.
And you went to jail with them, they'll probably end up broken.
Is it like the back of my ear eating these things? What is happening? Where could it's the cute. It was so cute. And I'm all bragging. I didn't even know the thing was gone. That's why I was, man, now I gotta figure out where it went. I sound like a little baby. Oh, I broke my glasses. Y'all, something, and I don't sleep in them. Natty said, do you sleep in your glasses? I was like, no.
You don't sleep in your glasses?
No, I don't just need them to see for reading. I see really well. Like now, everything over there looks good. It's just pieced words. Man, where is my little I gotta find a little gold tip on them. Doggone it. I'm sad. Read another something.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I feel bad. You gonna see if somebody gonna call us? Who gonna call us, Ned?
I don't know. Whoever
Your mama to call. Where your mama? I don't see her in the chat.
Yeah, she be out. She might have had things to do. Oh, we got a lot of chat here though.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Who calling? That just my baby daddy. Who that is? Kevin Samuel said he always the wife filing for divorce 90% of the time because the husband ignorant and won't act right. That's why.
Yeah, what up, my boy?
What's
up, Arle?
Who we got?
I want to come in on that judge.
What's your name, player?
Him and his wife.
What's your name, player?
Oh, this Romeo Romero.
Romeo Romero.
What's happening?
What you got? What you got for us today?
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna come in on that Judge Mathis and his wife divorce thing. First of all, I don't gonna really get divorced. I put it out there first.
Okay.
Can you still hear me? But I don't understand why these women wait 20, 30 years marrying these dudes, loving these dudes, pretty guys. Then they want to leave them when the man is rich and the deep blue sea is waiting on him. Y'all gonna throw these rich, famous men back into with all these fishes?
I mean, I would imagine that if she decided to divorce him, she don't care about all them fishes out there. And maybe she care about the money.
That's the issue.
But
they said she leaving them broke.
Oh, no, you can't be leaving.
Well, she can't leave him broke. That's impossible. I mean, and he's still making dope. And so you gonna throw him out here to all these women, and you know that everybody and their mama know him. So women gonna throw themselves at him, but who gonna throw themselves at her? You're a 60-year-old woman, and you may may not look decent at her age.
Right.
But at the same time, men won't give a damn about how much money the woman got.
Well, Arle
so
say
they ain't gonna be checking for her.
Right. Arle say she want to be by herself anyway. So Hey, it
Yeah,
is what
Labor
it is.
June.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, she
so
gonna go with his money. That's what I heard.
so
She
you
said
want to be by yourself and make sure you get yourself to all your appointments that you got to go to at this age.
he ain't
Get
gonna
all
take
these checkups. When you're ill, you ain't got nobody in your corner. Like it just don't make no sense to me. I don't understand why they do
Right.
this.
Right.
And we see it time and
And
time and time
right.
and time again.
Well,
She has 4 kids. They will help her.
well, we appreciate you, Romero.
Thank you, Romero, for calling in. Now they got the hotline. What the hotline
Hello,
bling?
we got a caller.
Yeah, because I'm trying to understand why. Hello?
Yeah, we got you. Go ahead. What you want to understand?
Yeah, see, I'm trying to understand why he assuming that she need Judge Mathis. What's wrong with the woman just wanting to be the woman by herself and do her own
I'm
thing?
saying,
She don't need Judge Mathis.
I'm saying we talking about after 39 years of being married. Why you want to leave now?
Because the kids are grown and I don't want to play with you no more.
Ira, you are so right. The kids are grown. You stay cause of the kids. You stay cause of the kid. When the kid gone, cause he ain't no good. What make him so good?
I'm saying what make now I don't know Judge Mathis like that. You know, you might be right, but I'm saying what make him not no good though?
When the kid gone, he ain't no good. What make him
Yeah,
so
you got
good?
you listening to yourself. You don't just talk to us. Turn your TV down.
What make her have to stay with him? What make her have to stay with him?
The vows that they made to do as part.
We not all there. We not all there. Who said he didn't cheat? Who's saying he didn't do something to make this woman want to leave him after 39 years?
That hasn't been reported. But what I'm saying
but
is...
y'all sitting here saying she leaving him after 39 years like she crazy. What makes her crazy that she leave him after 39 years? Hell, I'm 60 years old. I get plenty.
Oh, yes, honey. Preach.
What the hell? Leave him after 39 years. That's best for you.
We need some noise makers.
Don't we need some noise makers.
Yes, we need some noise makers.
Need no man at 61 years old. We don't need him at 30, 40, 50.
You always need a man, somebody to take care of you. Somebody to be there when you in the hospital. Somebody to have your back.
You know, mama. You know I've been taking care of myself and you all my life. I'm an independent woman.
Yeah.
I don't need no man. I need one for when I want to have sex. I need one to hug me. I need one to kiss me. I need one to love me. But to take care of me, I've been doing that all my goddamn life. Excuse me.
Mama.
Well,
Mama
we appreciate you calling in. We'll talk to you in the future.
Thank you.
Bye. Later. Get her out of here.
She was like, I need him to have sex. I'm gonna name these things, but I don't need him to take care of me. But perhaps that's what y'all say our issue is as women. We don't know how to just be taken care of. But y'all be doing stupid stuff. So we don't know how to just let y'all do that.
I'm saying
I agree with your mama though. I don't think y'all just put us out the pasture.
How you know that was my mama? You didn't say she was my mama.
She said I've been taking care of you.
Yeah, well, you know, I got a lot of women who've been taking care of me.
That is right. Naughty likes to tell us about those.
No. No, but
she said we don't need y'all. But I will say this: I know that sometimes, particularly for Black women, we had to be so hard all the time because we hold up the sky. Jesus Christ, we be saving elections and just running here, there, and yon, raising children. But perhaps she just got tired. I don't know.
Right. I mean, maybe
just stay there and be miserable like her grandmamas and granddaddies used to do.
The caller made some good points that, you know, from a female perspective, that, you know, I can't really argue with it. I can't really argue with it. So,
like, why wouldn't I go?
I just think the sanctity of marriage has failed us all, and that's why a lot of people just don't want to get married today. And I understand it. What to say, mama friend, some chicken.
She frying some chicken.
Down.
That's funny. Facts. That is funny.
Right.
It is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's true. I feel like y'all put us out to pasture because we're women, and that's just the way the world works. When we get a certain age, we done.
He still want her. He ain't trying to put out.
But y'all making it seem like ain't nobody else gonna want her, and that's not necessarily true.
I'm not saying ain't nobody else gonna want her. I'm just saying
run through.
It ain't right. It's gonna be some run through. Ain't gonna be no marriage situation. That's all I'm saying. I mean, but if she want to have it ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said,
who says she trying to get out so I can go hop on a bunch of
what else you gonna do as a human being?
Some people just want to have companionship. She might want to travel with dudes. She might want to. She ain't just somewhere trying to be like boing boing boing. But have a rabbit dancing with everybody.
Are you saying she done found somebody else? Because
I'm not saying that.
If you gonna leave a man, hopefully you already got a contingent plan.
I hope not. I mean, you want a clean break and then go to the next thing so that you don't take any additional baggage.
I don't know. I guess this is one of the reasons why I don't believe in, having this government marriage thing, because you don't got to stick to what you agreed to. Sickness and health, good or bad, wealthy or poor, to death do us part. All that is just a facade. It's a bunch of lies. It's a joke. So why we gonna have this big marriage? We're gonna bring all these people. We're gonna, have this reception, all this food. We done spent all this money because we making these promises, and then here we go. At least they lasted 39 years. A lot of people 5, 10 years, and then now it's a different.
They don't last 5 or 10 minutes. They be like, "Yeah, I'm good. You make me sick. Bye." I do think this generation has no stick-to-itiveness. We don't have no desire. You make me mad one time, honey, I'm done. We ain't doing that.
Right.
Whereas my mama and that generation, oh God, me and my friends but have conversations about our mothers and how we know. I had a friend who was saying when her daddy was going through his senility issues, and I don't know if he'd been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or whatever, but he'd be laying in a bed with his wife, and then he would pop up like, "Oh, I gotta get home," and his wife would be like, "Lay down, you at home, honey." So like he had done so much dirt that now that he's older and his wife got to take care of him, he telling on himself, but he didn't know he was telling on himself. So yeah, I don't know. Would you be? But I feel like you do a polygamous relationship, like more than one.
Why do you feel like that?
I don't know.
I like to have one woman at a time, unless we all gonna stay together. Now we all gonna stay together. It's convenient, but I can't have one woman with me. Then I got another woman who I gotta go sneak off and see way.
I'm not talking about the sneak off part. I'm talking about like everybody agree, like that big love. What's that man name that had
across town? I gotta go see her and spend time with her. Then I gotta come back this way, spend time. I gotta work. I gotta do the podcast. I ain't got all the time. I just need one woman, one good woman. That's like in my whole life. Now I will say, one time I had 2 girlfriends by accident, but they knew about each other. They both knew about each other, because I'm honest. I've never been a cheating type of person. I ain't never cheated on no woman. I just tell the truth. But when I'm with a woman, I'm with her. Okay. I don't want to be with nobody else.
But I wasn't saying on a cheating thing. I was saying like a big, what's that, Sister Wives, that the TV show where they were like, all them lived on like the same compound, and he was
right. Now we all gonna stay together. Then it makes sense. Yes, I can, if they agree, they can get along together, and we're gonna help each other. 2 heads is better than 1.
That's more than 2. And you ain't got but 1.
I mean, however much head you can get.
Right, that's what.
However much head you can get. 3 heads is better than no head. So
I know. I don't even know where to go with that. I just. Whew.
I think this one for you, Arle.
Yep. FM. Is that why Cam not getting married? I think Cam is a combination. One, everybody gonna throw the draws at me anyway, so why not get him? I just don't understand why he got to prove he getting the draws by making babies afterwards. You just, like Tree said the other day, sadly swallow or whatever.
He ain't proven that. He just want a lot of children. He want to leave his legacy behind. He want to raise the next generation in the way that he see fit. He ain't got to prove that. It goes without saying.
I don't know. I got the blessing of going, even though my daddy might be crazy. I grew up in a house with, both parents, and not that it can be any different because my child is a product of divorce. So, and he's an amazing human being, but I don't know. I just feel like as women, we're not given so many choices, and y'all got all the choices, and it just don't seem right. And I understand. I can't go I can't. But there are women who do it, have multiple baby daddies. But we're going to be looked at very differently than Cam having multiple baby mamas. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a double standard. We all know it exists. And I get it. And I work within it. And I ain't trying to be run through or whatever.
Women have less options than men. That's not true. Y'all got all options in the world.
Ain't nobody. I mean, I don't see it like that. Y'all can get them. Y'all can still have babies up until you like 70.
Yeah, but I
years old. You can keep recycling and get a new one every 10 years. You get a new man.
I'm just gonna use me and you as an example.
Okay.
I can't go out there and just sleep with any woman I want to. I can be attracted to whoever I want to. She gotta choose me back. But you can damn near go out there and sleep with any man that you want to. That means you got more.
But if I do, I'm gonna be run through.
And that's
jump off. So whatever they call. I mean,
just keep yourself clean. That's that's what you gotta do. That's more difficult to do.
Yeah, but but guys have more options in terms. I mean, I know we have more, like we can go sleep. It's easier for us to go offer up the nookie than for y'all to dip in it. But I mean, y'all just have more. You have longevity. You got
we have longevity.
Y'all don't get looked at the same when y'all do the same stuff.
No, because men get better with age, and women fall off the older they get. Typically. Now you got a lot of women that
men are just accepted with fat beer bellies, and women are not. That's what's different.
Well, he got a certain amount of paper. If he ain't got no paper, then he better already be in his situation and hope that she.
Nah, them big boys keep a girl. They be throwing that big belly around. You got to lift it up and try to find. Anyway, that's not a topic I'm going to tell y'all about.
Women like the big bellies. I don't know. I don't get into all that. I'm just saying. My auntie told me one time, it was my birthday. I said, I'm getting older. She said, you ain't getting older, you getting better. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? She right. Right. So, but why not? That's why I'm saying for women, you got all these good years at an early age up until a certain age. I don't know where the age is. Certain women age differently, but if you wanted to be grounded, you got all the time, you got all the opportunity in the world. It just that some women fall off before they snatch so much.
We got to push whole humans out of our body, and it just kind of does something to you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel that, but there's this thing called exercise and healthy diet that can help you out. So
men can just get away with things that we cannot. It's just that simple, and it's because this is a man's world.
Well, no, it's when we're born into a double standard, and as long as we can understand that, then everything is fine because women have powers that men don't have.
That is true,
and so
we literally push humans out of our body.
Right, and that's a powerful thing.
It is. We just had to, but yeah, shout out to our callers. Romero, Miss Stacy, that was awesome. Thank you so much for calling. We did it. Hooray! Thank y'all for calling. Thank you for being
in. And we'll give out the call number next week. We'll have a number that we'll pin it in the chat, and we'll take 2 or 3 calls, and and give out some Southern Edge. I think I'm gonna give out a bottle of Southern Edge to Romero for being our first caller.
I think that's great. Which one you want? Sweet? We giving out sweet tea, or we giving whiskey? Which one you think he want?
I have him hit me on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, this how you gonna have to get y'all bottles. Anybody, you're gonna have to either follow me on TikTok or Instagram, because you got to message me so I can know how to get you the bottle. Whether I can meet you with it or mail it to you, however that's gonna work. But definitely you're gonna have to do that.
Oh, this I want to show this right quick. We're gonna show. I'm about
Go
to show.
ahead, go ahead.
Let me see if that's it. I don't need no get high. All I need is to keep looking at Arle, and I'm floating like a kite. Shout out to Chief Rocker Jersey Vern. He came on the show one day. We did a on the Two Live Stews. He is hilarious.
Chief Rocker be hanging so bad.
He go in.
Yeah, he ain't so bad. I don't know what's wrong with him. He I think he do be getting high.
I might need to be with you.
Right.
Looseneck called you Fulton County naughty. He probably wasn't even in Fulton County. Probably
Cab County, Clayco.
I know he was at the dead straight from.
Men and women are just different. Society wants us to believe otherwise.
That's
exactly. Right. I mean, I don't understand why we just can't accept who we are as individuals and who the Most High Universe created us to be in all that perfection. You know. But anyway.
This is Fly Tie. I am sorry to hear this happen to you. He said they took him in because he had a scar on his knee. The dude they was looking for had a scar on his knee. Ain't that some ish?
Well, you know, sometimes they say we're looking for a black guy between 5'8" and 6'10".
And you're like,
and we all on the curb lined up.
Right. Terrible. Right.
But yeah, this has been good. It's been a good episode of the No Show. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you tell somebody, tell a friend, tell somebody who needs to know their rights and who just need to know any kind of information. Just tell somebody. Support the show. And also put your to win the ball of this Southern Edge, man.
That's right.
I went to the liquor store the other day to get some Southern Edge, and they were sold out of everything.
Yep, we just been drinking.
This is a hot commodity.
It is. I've been drinking. That's what people have been singing about. And it's summertime. You gotta get a little cocktail for your summer. We have plenty of great cocktails that go with the Southern Edge beverages. Sweet tea, you can drink that straight, and the salted caramel. They're just perfectly made. And Vern, we're gonna have to figure out how to get you some. I know you said you couldn't find it.
Man, screw Vern.
Ain't nothing but love.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, Vern. Appreciate you tuning in and chiming in on For Real. But until next time, till next week, right here on the No Show, we'll see you.
Come and get your hot topics and don't do too much.